Varsity Blues CNA Take 5 marker.
Action.
Let's roll!
Varsity Blues appealed to me, number one, because I am a huge sports fan. I can't deny that. But secondly, I thought we had a chance to make a movie about something that hits a lot of people and make a movie for the teenage audience that has a lot of truth.
It's so much fun. I mean, come on, we get to put on football pads and step out there with a bunch of real football players.
This is about this phenomenon of energy around this sport. And there's nothing, and everything is like the town is built around this sport and this team.
A lot of times in this country, there's a lot of heat put on a kid to do well in a specific sport, from adults, from parents, teachers, administrators, towns in this case. Maybe a little too much pressure.
You listen hard. Stick to the basics. Stick to the basics. Stick to the basics. We're a running team. You only call what I tell you to call. You hear me in there?
Being a big sports fan, I couldn't make a sports movie with non-realistic action scenes.
Go!
Run into the end zone, get hit, stand up, see the crowd on their feet, run around, celebrate like an idiot. It's a blast.
So we went out and we hired Mark Ellis as our football coordinator. And basically, the first thing he did was he put together 40 of the best players that look like they're in high school in the state of Texas.
This is real football, and it's real live contact football. And luckily, Brian has chosen 5 fantastic actors and athletes. And these guys are really taking to it. We've worked every day for the last 3 weeks for an hour a day on each one of their roles or parts, on technique, on fundamentals.
They got us in 4 hours of footballing every day. If we're not here, we're at football camp. And I mean, I lost a good bit of weight, you know, so women like it.
It's pretty hard. I mean, this is like real football camp right here.
We hired 22 of the best athletes in Austin to be the football players. So these are all guys who played football in high school, they played ball in college, and they've gone through all this stuff.
I hope you're drinking a whole lot. I hope you're getting a lot of fluid. So far, the morning is going great, I think. Everything looks really good.
So right away, we have this core group of great athletes. They've never been in a movie before. They're not stuntmen. They're just great football players.
And these guys fit in. They're part of the team. The guys are really enjoying being a part of it. All the local guys like being around the actors. And they become friends. I mean, we'll be here for close to 10 weeks, and they need to be a team.
Everything y'all done to this point means nothing. All them two-a-days in the heat mean nothing. All them games we won mean nothing. If you don't win tonight, no district title, no shot at state. This game is 48 minutes for the next 48 years of your life.
I was, a little nervous at first to work with John Voight. I mean, I knew I would have to really step it up to not get devoured by him on screen.
We kill ourselves for you. Year-round, we play hurt, we play sick, and we spend most of that time scared that we're gonna screw up and you're gonna kick our ass because you don't really give a fuck about us!
It's really just been an absolute education. He's been so giving and so considerate and so helpful on screen and off.
I think a great coach is a great teacher of many things, and a teacher of life as well. And when you get a coach who's talented as a motivator, and he is askew, and he's not teaching things that are appropriate, if he's teaching cruelty, if he's teaching arrogance, if he's teaching winning at all costs, he's teaching these boys very bad behavior, and that's a terrible thing.
What are you doing?
He's getting back in the game. Close the door.
Wendell, don't do this.
Hey, Coach, I heard a pop. I think he's hurt pretty bad.
You get out of here. Y'all wouldn't know anything about it. Dedication, team play.
Coach Kilmer is a real authoritarian dictator. What he says goes.
He's a very good coach. I think he's very talented. People have talent for coaching. He's got a talent. I think he's got a talent for motivating, but he's misusing it because of his anger.
Kilmer runs the team the way he thinks it should be run, and is really, really not too open-minded when it comes to some free spirit like Mox coming in and calling his own plays.
And he's got to take it out on kids, and he's got to express himself in winning, because that's his only self-portrait, really.
Jesus name, Moxie, what are you doing? What kind of Lulu formation you pulling?
It's a secret.
Oh, it's a secret. Your dummy O's can't even run a simple draw.
Overload the defense on the strong side, burn them one on one or the other.
You got a bad attitude, and you don't listen. You're going to be second string all your life, boy.
This is pretty much the entertainment on the weekends. In a small Texas town, it's all about football.
I mean, this little sign that they have, last one out of town, turn off the lights, because they're all going to the game.
Football is so big in this town that, he's like the local hero. He's like an idol. He's like, all the little kids' icon. So my parents are really proud of me, too, as you can see, and they decided to place a billboard of myself in, front lawn.
Get up, Lance. Let's show them what it takes to start for Kilmer's Coyotes.
Stop it, Dad. This isn't funny.
Knock off his ear can. Show them what you're made of.
Come on, Lance. Nail the can. Nail it.
My character's name is Lance Harbor, and he's a total stud football player. He's one of the best football players in the state of Texas, quarterback-wise. Football's his life. He intends on going to play for a big school like UCLA and, make it to the NFL. I was lying in bed last night, and I had a dream that we were beating Bangor 14-3. But then I cheered up when I realized it was only a dream, because I know we'll beat Bangor by way more than that.
Swear Kilmer gets off on this.
Mox, at the beginning of the movie, is able to look at everything very cynically, and because he's removed from it all.
Tell me this insanity's over in a few weeks.
5 more games. No more football, no more Kilmer, and if I get into Brown, no more West Canaan.
All of a sudden, when he is thrown into the melee, and he's all of a sudden the starting quarterback.
Stay focused, and don't worry, son. I'm behind you.
And the hottest girl in school is all of a sudden noticing him.
Things change, Mox. You're the starting quarterback now.
And flirting with him.
What time are you coming over tonight?
Tonight?
It's half-price night at the gun club. My folks never get home before 12.
He gets a little bit caught up in it all, and I think he really has to kind of question who he is, what he wants, and he has to put things in perspective.
You disobey me, and I will bury you. I know about your scholarship to Brown. I got your grades under review. And don't you think for a minute that I can't fuck with your transcripts and get this whole deal blown for you.
The biggest challenge of making this film, by far, is the action and the football. I mean, when we're out there, night after night, for week after week, and you have 100 players on the field, and you have another 1,000 people in the stands every night, and you have all the sideline extras and the referees, and we have I don't know how many cameras shooting at every time on this movie, and you're in this 100-yard by 50-yard space. You're not working in a little room every day. It's enormous, and it's draining, and it takes a great amount of concentration and preparation, and we've had a terrific crew, thank goodness.
We got the rest of our lives to be mediocre, but we have the opportunity to play like gods for the next half of football. But we can't be afraid to lose. There's no room for fear in this game. And we go out there, and we half-ass it because we're scared. All we're left with is an excuse. We're always going to wonder. But we go out there, and we give it absolutely everything. That's heroic. Let's be heroes.